Hold on, I'm getting there. Not even gravity can pull you down. You're the way to ground. Thinking you're not just enough, you can stay right where you're. I think that's it. Live. And we got the music going. Good evening. Let's get the ball rolling. Shit. There it is. My pen. And my glasses. Alright. Aren't you an hour early? Nope, we're changing from 9 to 8. New quarter. Half the year's gone by. Hold on, almost ready. Well, that's enough. What the hell are you thinking? You laugh at okay, I think that's it. On early. Yep. The dream never dies. Alright, we're going to pause it right here. We're going to pause it right there, go to there, get that down here, and good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% every single week. Week after week after week after week. Week after week. Anyway, I get a little ahead of myself. I do get carried away. I'd like to apologize, but I'm not going to. It is what it is. I'm crazy. You shouldn't listen to a damn word I say. That being the case, this is Dividend Stock Talk. We're looking for stocks that consistently do the same things over and over and over again. More to the point, I want companies that are consistently profitable. Now, I do check every single week, and this week, there it is. All right. This week we check every week. This week we got 11,359 companies to look at. That's a lot of companies to look at, but here's the thing. I'm only looking at 350 of them. I'm looking at the Dividend Kings, 5 decades of consistently increasing their profits. I'm looking at the Dividend Aristocrats, 25 years of consistently increasing their profits. Dividend Champions, again, another 25 years increased profits. And then we're going to go to the Dividend Contenders, 10 to 24 years increased profits. And then just for the fun of it, let's throw in Warren Buffett's list. Let's peek over his shoulder and see what he's trading. If it's good enough for Warren, it's good enough for me. Now I got a couple simple rules. 2 specifically. My criteria for the stocks that I like: consistently profitable, weekly options. That's it. Consistently profitable and weekly options. That's all I'm looking for. Is the company profitable or are they not? It's a yes or no question. And yeah, I'm going to get that 1 hour early quite a bit. The little lady and the children have put their foot down and they say no more 9 to 11, 8 to 10. Okay, well, I'm up to 2 or 3 in the morning. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. But if I'm going to bring the children on to help me out and to participate, they want 8 to 10. So 8 to 10 it is. Let's get on with it. First thing we want to look at are companies that are consistently profitable. Let's say hi to whoever is in the house early. It's an early day. All right, so who do we have here? Who do we have? All right, we have Billy. What's happening? Miss Cooley. Cool. Melik. You got new. Larry. New. Mariah. Okay. Reggie. Despite. Okay. Jay. Ugly Dojo. Bella's Farm. Jay Witt. Anta Averies. Okay. Charlie Boy. Okay. Mr. P. What's happening, Mr. P? I am Cats. Okay. Vinny. How you doing, Vinny? Mr. Nick. Nick is in the house. How's it going there, Nick? William. Steve. Low Key Beats. All right. Chester. T-Man. Frank. Reed. Travis. Vicente. Elegant. Oh, Elegant Kayak. Okay. Jillian, I've got 1,200 to drop in it. Cool beans. We'll find something nice and happy for you. Nick, Michael, Gamer, Ariel, Priest. Thank you, Miss Ariel. Caring Car Guy. Okay. Austral. Will, Lug. Alvin, Pro King Services. Back again, I see. Brig, aren't you an hour early? Yes, I am. As of now, it will be 8 to 10. Yes, JM, I see that. Looking good. Thank you there, Tony. Coach Annette, thank you, Miss Coach Annette. JM, good evening. Alvin, got that one. Aries, Fuse, Sweet Dan. Sweet Dan, cool beans. What are you doing at 3:30 a.m. in the morning? Actually, what I was doing at 3:30 a.m. this morning is I was making the second half of a mold for a propeller. Good evening, Mr. Nick. Yes, I am going to manufacture my own propeller for my pod drives, which is another project, solar electric. Now, I live in Florida. I love boats. I do. But what I don't like about boats is the smell. Sorry. Okay, I got a 44-foot cabin cruiser, and you got these big, huge diesels. You crank those puppies up, and I get nauseous. I want to vomit. Okay? Same thing with the gas motors. Those fumes, yuck. So I'm converting my boats to run on solar electricity. Sunshine State, as long as the sun is shining, it's a free ride. So I'm going to produce my own pod drives and produce my own propellers and all the old running gear. So all the running gear is stainless steel and polyresin, so there is no corrosion. So that being said, and considering I'm making my own parts, I'm actually going to have the parts with me on board. So if anything goes wrong, mix part A, part B, boom, boom, boom. In about an hour, I get a new propeller. Cool. Anyway, afternoon, Amanda. Iman Down Keep. Okay, thank you. Day Trader. Run into many gators in Florida. Not as much as you think. Okay, you go across Alligator Alley, you see a whole bunch of them. Soggy Biscuit. Hello, what content is this? General talk show? No, what we're doing here is we're creating a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week using nothing but pre-qualified dividend stocks to jump in just before the EX date, get out after the smaller their run up, take 1% every single week. That is, my friend, 50 or more percent on an annual basis. That's what we're looking for. Who do we have over here? Stacy! How you doing, Stacy? So hopefully that made sense, right, Soggy? Major gains. GME. GameStop? No. I'll show you. Don't get me wrong. I'll take a look at it and I'll tell you why it's a no for me. It may be a yes for you, but for me it's going to be a no. All right, but sit tight and I'll explain to you why in a minute. Let me finish saying hi to everyone else. So to get some of the rules, okay, number one, I am broadcasting on 13 different platforms. So if I don't get to your question right away, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that you're not the only person on the dance floor. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cameras. The camera down here is actually posting to, I think, 4 or 5 websites. There's about 13 or 14 channels that we're broadcasting live to, taking questions from everywhere. And I feel bad for the people on the camera down there because I have no idea how to answer their questions because it doesn't pop up on my screen. So for you guys up on these cameras, yeah, I can see their questions. I can answer them. But please remember, I'm 62 years old. I'm not going to invest the same way you're going to invest. I'm looking for safety, consistency, predictability, profitability, and absolute minimal amount of risk as possible. That's what I'm looking for. Good morning from Malaysia. Whoa, cool beans. We actually had someone from Malaysia, someone from Switzerland. Where else? There was someone from Vietnam. There was someone from England. So I'm kind of getting all over the place. Cool beans. Live stream on dividend stocks, blah, blah, blah. Hi, I am from Kenya. Whoa, we got Kenya too. Can I start the process? Absolutely. Sit tight, ask questions, take notes. I like your energy. Thank you very much. Sweet T Graham, SCI. Okay. Gramsci. Okay, Sweet T Gramsci. Cool beans. All right, so let's slide down to Dvorky's in Canada. Cool beans. Kind of getting all over the place. All right, so over on the other screen, let's see. We have way too many people say hi to everyone. We'll just go back quickly. Right, Hunters. Thank you. That's cool. What do we got? We got Grady. We got Des Beats. We have Lewis. RY Trader. Pommy. What's happening? Pommy Com. Selza. Adonis. Ooh, like that name. Mr. Dunnell. Cool Beans. Shane. Dave. Jaywit. Rolo. Elegant Kayak. Okay, 2 channels. Okay. And good credit. Okay, cool. Amsterdam. Cool. Lyle. Rand. Damien. Sister. G. Baker. Eddie D. All right, cool beans. Alexander. You gotta get the der on there because he's got a couple of R's on the last segment on his name. All right, Sweet T Gramsci. Closest by far, Gramsci. Oh, Gramsci, Italian Academy under Mussolini, who credited with a cultural. Okay. Luis, hey, Mr. James, hi from Guatemala. Ooh, nice. Kind of like all over the world, aren't we? He was imprisoned by Mussolini. Okay. Interesting. All right, who do we have down here? Major gains. All right, we'll take a look at that one. Do you only do options? No, but here's the thing. All right, here, tonight, I give away for free a trading strategy in which I created for my 9-year-old daughter. Okay, back in 2008, during the, financial crisis, yeah, everything went to shit. My 9-year-old jumps on my lap and says, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? So my 9-year-old daughter wants me to teach her how to invest in the stock market. Okay, so how do you teach a 9-year-old? It has to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. So for the 9-year-old, there's 5 simple rules. You're going to see a lot of 5s because 5, 5, 5. Who only sings the song of 5? How many is 5? It's a Sesame Street reference for any of you who remember that. So the 5 rules. Now, you can write them down, but you don't have to because they're so simple, you shouldn't need to write them down. But if you feel the desire to write them down, here you go. Rule number 1. And this is the most important rule out of all of them. Number one, never buy anything you do not understand, you do not want to own, or you do not want to own it. If you don't like it, you don't understand it, don't buy it. You should know everything there is about the company in which you entrust your money to. Simple. Tim Anderson. My wife says I act like a 9-year-old sometimes. My wife and my girlfriend say the same thing. Good thing they don't meet. Just kidding. Just kidding. Actually, my ex-wife and my girlfriend are like crazy. They talk to each other all the time. Move the camera again. Sorry, Dan. All right, there we go. That it, right there. Okay. So, that being said, I'm 62 years old, so I look at things a little bit differently. Oh, wait a minute. I was on the rules, wasn't I? Rule 1, never buy something you don't want to own long term. If you don't want to own it till the day you die, you shouldn't buy it in the first place. That's number 1. Never buy anything. Can you just chill for a second? Let me finish up what the 5 rules, and then you can speak up. Thank you. Rule 1, never buy anything you don't want to hold on to. Rule 2, almost as important, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose of the game. And trust me, it is a game. As soon as you learn the rules for whatever type of a trader or investor you want to be, learn the rules. Learn how to bend them into your favor. Make sure anything and everything you do serves the purpose in which you are doing in the first place. Mine is simple. I'm looking for 1% every single week. Simply, safely, predictably, and consistently. Simple. Rule number 3. Make sure the company is consistently profitable. Now, you would think that should be the top of everybody's mind. But no, it's not. You will see throughout the night there's going to be someone, maybe even 2 or 3, that are going to ask about a stock of a company that is not profitable. And I'll point it out. I'm a Gen Xer. Don't expect any favoritism. Don't expect me to be nice. It's just not the way it works. We, as a society in the Gen X community, okay, and we grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, we were just built differently. We see things differently. We do things differently. Okay, when you're talking to us, we really don't care about your feelings. There are no safe spaces. There are no participation trophies. You win or you don't win. That's it. You make money or you don't. It's a yes or it's a no. Okay, up, down, left, right, high, low, hot, cold. Yes, no. It's either a good company and they're profitable or it's not. Okay? Back to rule number 3. Make sure the company's profitable. You will see people asking me about companies that aren't profitable, and I will call you out on it. I will. Rule number 4. Weekly options only. Growing up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, I went to work 8 a.m. on Monday morning. I picked up my check Friday afternoon. Stock market is perfect for me. It opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and by 4 p.m. Friday, it's done and over with. It works great. The nice thing about it, no inventory, no employees, no overhead. I can do it from anywhere. As long as I have an internet connection, I can trade. If you looked at some of my videos, you'll see me on the beach. You'll see me in the mountains. You'll see me on the side of the road in my van. You'll see me almost anywhere. As long as I have an internet connection, I can make a trade. I actually make money sitting in at a traffic light. You know? I love Robinhood. It's right at my fingertips. All right, well, traffic light. All right, let me see. How much money can I make sitting here? Believe me, I've actually done it. Rule number 5, make sure all the numbers work. Now, as the night progresses, we're going to go through each and every single rule. As the night progresses, it's going to come together just like a good movie. It may not make sense at first, but eventually you'll understand everything. That being said, first one on the list tonight, if you please, GameStop. Now, major gains, I'm going to show you why I don't like GameStop. So sit tight for a second. Let's put it into the chart. Going to get out my glasses. Believe it or not, at this age, who do we have there? Joe Michaels. What's happening, Joe? GameStop, first one, GME. Helps if I put it in the right spot, doesn't it? GME. There we go. Now, it looks good, because the first thing I want, you can see a lot of 5s. I like the number 5. First thing I want to see, the 1-year chart. I'm looking for 5 things. You ready? The high of the year. That's number 1. Number 2, the low of the year. Number 3, where was it a year ago? Number 4, where is it now? And then number 5, what is the motion of the ocean? Okay, up, down, up. It's definitely going up right there. So that looks good. All right, before I take a deeper dive into the chart, I want to look at the numbers. Remember Rule 5? Make sure all the numbers are going to go in your favor. I'm going to pause you guys right about there. Okay, sit tight. Rule 5, make sure all the numbers work. What am I buying it for? $22.64. That's the current price. $22.64, $22.64, $22.64, $22.64. That's the current price, or the last price, the last price that was traded today. Now, I don't want to look at this week. I want to look at next week, because this week is tomorrow, which means we have 1 day left. How much profit are you going to get in 1 day? So next week, 10 July. Uh-oh, I got to change that real quick. All right. 10 July, that's next Friday. That's 1 week away. So let's take a look. If I'm buying it for $22.64, I want to sell it for the closest strike price possible, and that's going to be $22.50. Now, I want you to listen to this closely because this is messed up. You ready? I'm going to buy it $22.64. I'm going to sell it for less than I paid for it, $22.50. And then I'm going to walk away with a profit. Think about it slowly. Well, one step at a time. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to sell it for less than I paid for it and still walk away with a profit. Do you get that? Stocks go 3 different directions. They go up, they go down, or they go nowhere. Nowhere is not really a direction, but people like to say that, sideways crap. But still, it goes up, it goes down, it goes nowhere. So if it goes up, I make my money. If it stays where flat, goes nowhere, I make my money. And it can still go down just a little bit and I'd still make the same amount of money. As long as the stock stays above $25.50 next Friday. Well, look at where it is now. It's at $22.64 and it's going up. So take a look at the odds and the probabilities. What are the odds that it's going to stay where it is or go higher between tomorrow morning and next Friday? What's the probability? What are the odds? Well, it looks pretty damn good. Let's go to the 30-day chart because the numbers look good. All right, so I like the 1-year chart first, looking for those 5 things. Then I want to do the 3-month or the 90-day chart, and I'm looking for the exact 5 things. All right, high, low, where was it? Where is it? What is it doing? Simple. Up, down. Now she's going up again. Clear as day. See, I love using a double negative. Are you ready? You cannot not see it. Think about it. You cannot not see it. Okay? The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. Okay? It's definitely going up. Right there, the 2250s. Great. Let's take a look at it. Wait a minute. The last 30 days. Last 30 days is giving you a really good idea. Here you go. Last 30. Up, down, up. The top is right there. The bottom is right there. We're sitting here. We got all that room to run. Does it make sense? Lucky, how you doing? Does it make sense? Do you like the company? Do you think this is a good place to put some of your money? Never, ever, ever put your money anywhere that you do not 100% agree with. If you don't like the company, don't buy it. If it doesn't make sense to you, don't do it. All right, let's keep on going. So, I like this. This will be number 1 for the day. Let's get rid of that. All right, covered call, because I like the covered call. It's a simple, safe, predictable strategy. It tells me everything I need to know before I even do it. Lucky, will you buy anything today because 2 days left to Friday? No. Market's not open on Friday. Tomorrow's the last day of the week for trading. All right, so 2250, right there. We'll buy that one right there. Now, for those of you that are new here, never been here before, the screen behind me, this screen here, is live on YouTube. So you can, if you feel the desire, go to YouTube, pull it up on your big screen TV. Might make it easy for you to read. All right, so $22.50. There it is right there. One contract, just to make it easier for the math. And I always tell people, read it out loud so that it sounds like it makes sense. Are you ready? Oh, all right. Sweet Tea Gramsci. Will you buy today if tomorrow is last day? No. See, all my money's tied up on Monday. Okay? So I'm a huge believer in the American economy. Okay? Firestone, Goodyear, ExxonMobil, British Petroleum, Walmart, Lowe's, MasterCard, Visa, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, General Mills, the whole thing. So why would I not have my money invested, making me money every single week? So I get the most bang for my buck Monday to Friday. So all my money is invested on Monday. And then when Friday comes, that's when I sell, roll, let expire, whatever. Okay? So when Monday comes, next Monday, I'll be doing the same thing over again. Well, I've been doing it for 30 years, so now it's time to share it with everybody else. Okay, fine. What do I like? Okay, let's take a look. We're going to need a calculator for this one. Here we go. I always tell people, read it out loud to make sure it makes sense. GameStop. One covered call, GameStop. 10 July. That's next Friday. The $22.50 call option. The $52 is the profit. The investment is $21.98, $2,200. So to find out the rate of return, we're going to need the calculator. And for that, we need to take the profit, 52, and we divide it by the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $21.98. That was a long stretch. All right, so profit, 52, divided by 21.98 gives me a total of 2.3% for 1 week. So here's the part where you have to ask yourself some of these questions. Question 1 should be, does it make sense? Question 2, probably, do I like this company? Question 3, do I like this company at this current price? That's all it is. Do I like this company? Do I like it at this price? Does it sound like it makes sense? Let's keep on going. What do we have down here? Do you only do options? Well, as I was saying earlier, I know how to do a lot of stuff. I really do. And I know a lot of trading strategies. I have to limit it so that people will be able to comprehend. And then again, I have to look at my time and how much impact I want to have. So what I'm doing is sharing with everyone the simplest, easiest, most predictable trading strategy they have. I give it away for free. And yeah, I do have a paid group if you want something more. But I do have to draw the line somewhere. I hope you appreciate that. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm just giving it to you for free. Simple, easy, safe, predictable trading strategy for 1% a week. You can't comprehend. Okay. What if I invest all my money into cucumbers and other cucumber-related products? I think you need to be somewhere else, dude. That's totally not what we're talking about. But I do appreciate the chuckle. Thank you. All right, so as I was saying, 2.3% for GameStop. Now, I'm pulling up the numbers and I'm showing what it looks like. But hold on tight. I'm going to show you why I don't like GameStop. Not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying, hey, you like it? Fine. This is what it looks like. Give that a minute. Let me clear up my computer screen. Alrighty. Okay. wait a minute. Nope. I want to do this. This is for Thursday. All right, now let's do it. Here we go. Right there. All right, one covered. Try it this way. There we go. One covered call, GameStop, GME, 10 July 26. That means this option trade is going to expire next Friday, 3:59 p.m. Because at 4 p.m. you're SOL. The 25.50 call option. Look where the stock is at the moment. Go 22.64. Like 22.53. Okay, that's the current price. Well, here's the profit. Here's the investment. So the question is, does it make sense to you for 2.3% for 1 week? So I'm going to save that one, 2.3. $2.3. Now every night we find 5 stocks that do exactly what I'm looking for. Simple, safe, predictable, 1% every single week. What do we have over here? What software am I using? Lady with Pets. Okay, Lady with Pets, this is called Think or Swim. It's not software, it's a trading platform. Okay? All right, that's number one. Now, let me show you why I don't like GameStop. I'm going through all that and I don't even like it. So let's check this out. You ready? GME, there we go. Now, I tell everybody, if you are going to be investing in the stock market, you really, 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 really need to have at the access of your little fingertips a financial website. This is Yahoo Finance. You can find almost everything you need to know about a stock before you buy it. Yahoo Finance. So, what am I looking for? Well, here, Yahoo Finance, I'm looking for how consistently profitable is GME, GameStop. Now, I want companies that have 2 decades of consistent profits. I'm going to show you GameStop, and then I'm going to show you a company that I like. It ain't this one. Let me show you why. You ready? So, this, we're looking at the dividends only. Now, you may think, oh, what the dividends got to do with it? Well, the dividend is a portion of the company's profits that we're looking for, that is entitled to it. Because as you become an owner, when you buy the stock, you become an owner of the company. You own a very small portion of it. So as an owner of the company, you own the shares, you are entitled to a share of their profits. So if the company is profitable, you get dividends or you get profits. As the profits in the company increases, so do the dividends. As the profits of the company decrease, so do the dividends. So you got 2 choices. I know what my choice is. You ready? Here they go. Choice number 1. You can read through each and every single quarterly report and annual report to find everything you need to know. Or, I'm a lazy trader. I want to go directly to the dividends. Is the company consistently profitable or is it not? It is or it isn't. I don't play games. I don't have the time for it. One thing you're going to find out is I really, really, really enjoy my privacy and my own personal time. So I don't want to be in front of the computer all day, and I definitely don't want to look at 20 years worth of quarterly reports or annual reports. I want to go right to the profits. Are they profitable or are they not? Let's find out. You ready? Here we go. Oh, hell no. I'm going to say no right now. They stopped paying dividends in 2019. That's 7 years ago, the last time they paid a dividend. Hell no. I didn't have to go through the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. 2012 to 2019. That's it. Nothing in 20, nothing in 21, nothing 22, nothing 23, nothing 24, nothing 25. Hell no. Not paying me a profit? No, 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 and no. Sorry. No dividends, No, thank you. Now, don't get me wrong. You like GameStop. It's a great play if you like it. If you're looking for profits, they don't have it. Who do we got there? Terry. How you doing, Terry? Thanks for stopping in. All right, so no to GameStop. Let's go to the next one. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who do you love? Who do you love? Okay, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, Mr. Cucumber. All right, Brian, how you doing? Sweet Dan. Move the camera. Yeah, we did that. Miss Anberg, thank you. I need a drink. Is there some time when you can get upside as well along with the premium? Yeah, Lucky, it's a personal choice. Hold on, Lucky, I want to show you something. It's a personal choice, Lucky. All right. The stock is currently at $22.64, and it's heading up. So I could get 1% and some stock appreciation. Okay? So 1% of $22.64 is $2.50. Okay. Wait a minute, it's actually 23 cents. Okay, so if I go here, which one's all right? Right there. I can sell the $23.50, which means, okay, I buy at $22.64, sell the $23.50s. $23.50s is paying me right around 1%, and it's an extra dollar on the movement of the stock. So it's a dollar movement on the stock and 1% on the option, and if it had dividends, the dividends also. Think about it, that's a triple play. Dividends, increase in stock price, and the premium. But I don't like GameStop because they don't have any dividends anymore. Downtown Pawn. Okay, Downtown Pawn, how you doing? So you can do whatever you want. Now, whatever I buy it for, I can sell whatever I want. I can go in the money, sell 22s, and lose 50 cents at the top. But I collect 78, so I walk away with $22.78, and that's still a profit. All right, I could sell it for $24.50 and pick up 11 cents, which is right around 0.5%. Now, don't get me wrong, 0.5% every single week is still 26% by the end of the year. 1% a week is 52% a year. That's simple interest. Okay, that's not compounded interest. It's simple interest, 1% every week. Compounded somewhere like 64 to 67. It's a nice number, but simple interest, even at 0.5%, is still 26% by the end of the year. And you could possibly pick up $2 a stock price. So stock appreciation, dividend, and premiums. You can do almost anything you want. I'm just showing you the simplest and easiest. All right, next. Gordon! Solomon on O'Tunnel game. Solomon O'Tunnel game. I have no idea what that means. Whatever. All right, Gordon, thank you. Rise. Thank you there, Rise. Share with more than 5 friends. Oh, cool. Jonathan, thank you there, Jonathan. Brian wants to take a look at, what was that, Brian? Oh, you just blew by. Where did it go? Uh-oh. There you go, right there. CRM. Brian, what's CRM? Never a good sign if I got to ask what the hell it is. CRM. Salesforce. Okay. Salesforce, CRM. Okay. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Sideways, down, and up. Simple, right? High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Sideways, down, up. 3 or 4 seconds. All right. Current price, $163.23. The closest strike price would be the $162. It's paying $460. That's way over 2%. But do you like CRM? Let's find out. Last 90 days or the last 3 months, same 5 things. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Sideways, up, down, up. That's easy to see, right? Sideways, up, down, up. Okay. Makes sense. So the last 30 days, which would be right there. Now that's really easy to see, the last 30 days. 30-day high, 30-day bottom, now she's going up. All right, Salesforce, let's do this. Wait a minute, we want to do the 162.50s because it's the closest one, 162.50. There you go. One contract. Whoops, too far. There we go. Read it out loud. Listen to what you're saying. Does it make sense? Buy one covered call, CRM. 10 July 26. That's next Friday. The 162.50 call option. The stock is currently at 163.26. Again, this is the second trade of the night where I would buy it, sell it for less, and still walk away with a profit. Think about it. There's a difference between selling it for less and selling it for a loss. I know it's only one letter, but still, selling for less, selling for a loss. Now, if I bought it at 163.23 and sold it at 162.50, that is a loss. But if I do the 163.23 and I do the 162.50 coupled with a stock option, called a covered call, I'm going to pick up $402 and then I'm going to get all my money back because the premium is kind of like, I don't know, letting somebody cut in line. Oh, here's an idea. Let's say you have an old car in the backyard, pull it out in the front, slap it on a for sale sign on the front yard. You say, hey, I want 10 grand for this car. So some guy comes by and say, hey, I like your car. Let me give you a couple $100. Hold it for me till Friday. Non-refundable deposit. You get the first option of buying it from me. So when Friday comes, that person is going to give you the money for the car, or they're not. That's it. They are or they aren't. Same thing with a stock option. Someone's going to buy it, or they're not. So if they don't buy it, you keep that premium. I keep that 402. And then next week, I sell it to someone else at the exact same price again, the 162.50s. And then pick up maybe another $400. The premiums you collect using stock options, you can get them every single week after week after week after week, as long as you own the stock. Now, I don't mind if I buy it this price, sell it at that price, collect this, and walk away with a profit. Because as I said earlier, there's 11,359 companies all looking to do the exact same thing. You think it's not true? It is. 11,359 companies all doing the exact same thing. What is that? They are trying to make more money this year than they did last year. That's the goal. Make more money this year than we did last year. I can't think of a single company or a single person. You know what? I'm going to go to work today and see if I can make less money. Doesn't work that way. Every company wants to make more money. They're all doing the same thing. But they're not doing it at the same speed. They're not doing it at the same rate. They're not offering their dividends at the same time. So the only thing I'm doing is I'm taking the good quality companies, the kings, aristocrats, champions, contenders, Buffett's list. I'm taking those 350 companies, putting into a calendar. Hold up. Let's get rid of this. Wait a minute. We got to finish this trade first. Then I'll explain that. Okay, so calculator, if you may. Here we go. Okay, 402 is the profit. Okay, 402. We're going to divide it by the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 15,857, 848, divided by 15,848 comes a total of 2.5%. You either like the company or you don't. It either makes sense or it doesn't. That's it. It either makes sense or it doesn't. You either like it or you don't. There's no third choice. It's not like, no. It's yes, it's no. All right? All right, so I'm going to save this one. It's 2.5%. Why the hell not? Next. All right, let's save that one. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of that. Let's get out of this. Let's get to that. Let's go back to there, and then we're ready for the next one. Here we go. CRM, Salesforce. 1 covered call, CRM, 10 July 26. That's next Friday, the 162.50 call option. Profits 402, the investment is 15,848 for a 2.5% for 1 week. You either like the company or you don't. It makes sense or it doesn't. Let's save this one. 2.5%. It's number 2 for the night. Remember, every night we find 5. That's number 2. It means we have 3 more. 2.5. Gotta love it. And you know what we're going to do after we get our 5? We're going to take a look at some of them from some picks from last week and see what happened. It's only 1 week. It's either yes or no. Lucky. When you sell for less, will your stock call the way immediately or what happens? All right, here's the thing. Lucky. Let me see if I can explain this again. You ready? Sit tight. Now I'm going to need numbers. All right, you ready, Lucky? Here we go. Purchase price, $163.23. Okay? I'm going to sell it for $162.50. Sell $162.50. Now we all know that right there is a loss. But what you're missing, Lucky, is what am I collecting as a premium to give somebody the right to buy it from me at $162.50. Okay? I'm collecting this right here, $4.60. So, if I add these two together, I'm actually collecting. Even though I sell it for $162.50, I'm walking away with $167.10 because you're adding the strike price with the premium. Now it's $167.10 and I bought it for $163.23. Do you see how that works? I paid $163.23. I'm selling it for $162.50. Someone, whoever it is, it could be Joel in Toledo for all I know, Patty in Pittsburgh, Tom in Toledo, I don't know. Okay? I never know who buys my options. All I know is if the market maker has them listed, then it gets filled. Okay? So I collect $460, I sell it for $162.50, and I walk away with $167.10. I bought it for $163.23. So you just do a little bit of math. What do I walk away with? I walk away with 3. Nope. Hold on. Should I get the calculator for this one? Racking my brain. All right, so we're going to subtract that from that. All right, so that would be 716. Is that right? No. 716? That's not right. Damn it. All right, calculator. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. All right, what do I got? 67.10. 167.10. That's my walk-away price. Selling for $162.50. Subtract $162.50. I walk away with $4.06. That's it. Really? No, that can't be right. Let's try this again. Hold on. See, now I'm getting flustered. That's not right. All right, clear. All right, if I'm buying at $163.23, I sell the $162.50s, I collect $460, I'm walking away with, let's get this thing out of the way. Yeah, that's right. All right, $167.10, yeah, that's what I walk away with. But if I'm buying it for that, walking away with that, now let's do it. All right, 167.10. What did I pay for it? 163.20. 163.23. I walk away with $3.87. Okay. 387. So what's 387 of my purchase price? 387 is my profit. Purchase price is that right there. So the 387, and I'm going to divide it by my purchase price, 163.23, and I get a grand total of 2.3%. Didn't I just say that? No, 2.5. Okay, 2.3, 2.5. Same thing. All right, let's get out of this one. All right. So, did that answer the question, Lucky? I'm walking away with more than I paid for it, which is what I'm doing. Brett B, how you doing? All right, let's go to the next one. Next one. Martin, F cell. What the hell is F cell? F-C-E-L. Try it one more time. F-C-E-L. No. That was quick. No. Martin, hold on a second. Martin, if you don't mind, can you explain to me where is the trade? Where is the possibility? What are we doing? This thing's at the high of the year. Why would I buy something at the high of the year? The old saying, it's old as time as far as I know, buy low, sell high. Why are we buying it at the high? Why are we even looking at the high? No, I don't buy at the high. It just doesn't make sense. So no to that one. No, not that no, I don't like the company. It's just not this week. You know, it might be great when the price comes way back down to here, you know, because here's the average price right there. It shoots up. Okay, well, when it comes back down here, maybe. But way up here, yeah, no thank you. It just doesn't make sense. JT63, what's happening? All right. Mural, good evening. I'm so new. What is a contract? Uh-oh. JT63. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people may or may not know it. A contract is an agreement between two people. That's all it is. It said, I'm agreeing to sell. You're agreeing to buy. Okay? There's 4 things you need when it comes to a contract. 4. A beginning date. An ending date. Consideration. Money. Meeting of the minds. That means an agreement. I'm selling something. You're agreeing to buy it. For that, you pay me money. That's a consideration. Okay? So, if I own it at $31.89 and you want to buy it from me at $32, we reach an agreement. Okay? I own the stock. I own it at $31.89. You want to buy it from me at $32. Well, great. You want to cut in line? You need to pay me. That's all it is. It is a contract between two people, in agreement. I'm selling, you're buying. If this thing jumps up to 67, 80, 90, 200, you have the right to buy it from me at 32. Okay, do you see that? The contract gives you the right, but not the obligation. You can do it if you want to, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But for the privilege, you're going to pay me $2.90 per share. Okay, so for each share, you're paying me $2.90 just for the privilege to buy it from me at a certain price, 32, by a certain date, 10 July, which is next Friday, 9 days away. So that's what a contract is. It's an agreement between two parties for some type of performance. I'm selling, you're buying. That's the agreement. To seal the deal, we shake hands, you give me some cash. That's how it works. Let's keep on going. King, how you doing? All right. Nora Coach. What's SOL? Now, I know SOL is Solana, and a dividend is what do you call that? Solspar. I think you might have the wrong one, kiddo. But SOL has no options at all. Well, that shit does right there. Okay. No. It's like nothing there. Now, are you thinking Solana? Solana is a cryptocurrency, which is not what we're doing here. Stephanie, how you doing? Sandra, thank you. Not sure. Hello, good sir. Cam, BBY. All right, BBY, Cam. Oh, maybe. Let's take a gander. Are you ready? Looking for those 5 things. The top and the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. What's going on right there? 77.23. The 77 is going for 160. Not quite 2%, but pretty close. So the numbers, remember rule number 5, make sure the numbers work in your favor. What's the current price? 72.23. The closest strike price, 72. Yet again, here we go, another one. Buying it for a certain price, selling it for less, and still walking away with a profit. KJ, I see you over there in the corner. Over in the corner, sleeping all alone. Come on, buddy, don't you be no square. You can't find a partner, use a wooden chair. Let's rock. Anyway, KJ. All right, so if I buy it 77.23, and I sell it for 77, I'm selling it for less than I paid for it, but still walking away with a profit. That's crazy. Selling it for less than I paid for it and still walking away with a profit. 77.23, sell for 77 and pick up $1.60, which means I would walk away with 78.60. 78.60 is a lot higher than 77.23. So you add the premium you collect for the strike price you choose. So if I choose the 80 strike price, which I could do, that means I would sell it at 80.45. And that's a hell of a lot higher than 77.23. But I like going at the money, or one strike in the money, because it's safer. And at this point in my life, I prefer safety over profitability. Now, let's take a look at the chart, make sure it's the right time to buy this thing, if at all. Last 30 days. What do you think? Down, up, down, up, down. Sorry, dude. It's coming down. Never, ever swim against the tide. Never go against traffic. Okay? There's a reason why I say go with the flow. Well, the flow at this moment is coming down. So, not this week. Sorry, dude. User 62149390662006. What was your parents thinking when they named you that? ARCC. What the hell is that? ARCC. Aries Cap Corp Equity. No. That was quick, wasn't it? The reason I said no is I don't do monthlies. July, August, September, December, January. Come on, let's not play this game. We all know those are months of the year. Those aren't weeks of the year. Those are months. Which mean 1 month, 1 trade. 1 trade. Now I'm making 12 to 24%. No, thank you. Might work for you, but I don't like monthlies. They never, ever work in my favor. So I just don't do them. Oh, Scott wants to take a look at Marvel. Aren't we going to say no to Marvel because it's too damn high? MRVL. Okay. Yeah, it's doing a nothingness. Look at that. By looking at the chart, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Think about it. A picture is worth 1,000 words. 5 things. High, low, was, is, up. What the hell is going on here? I don't know. It's not clear. See, does that look like clear direction to you? Doesn't look clear to me. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yep, no. No clear movement there. There's 11,359 companies. If it looks like that with no clear direction, it's going to be a no. Rochambeau. Oh my God. You ever play Rochambeau? That shit hurts. You know, funny thing with Rochambeau, everybody wants to go second. Nobody ever wants to go first with Rochambeau. All right. Pfizer, PFE. PFE. Click the button, see how quick it takes you to see those 5 things. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Where's it going? You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oops. It helped if I put the right number in, doesn't it? There you go. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down. What's going on there? No real rhyme or reason. What do you think? Last 30 days. Not going anywhere. No to Pfizer for this week. Tank. ARR. No. See how quick that was, Tank? I don't do monthlies. July, August, October, January. Rule number 1 is never buy anything you do not understand. Number 1 you understand is, does the company have options? Are they weekly or are they monthly? That's a monthly. That's a no. Cat bird on a stick. Okay. Dead guy. How much of my portfolio can be SCHD? SCHD. What do you think? Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look, sideways, up, down. Up, down. What's going on right there? 31.85 to 32s are going for 0. What do you think? Would you buy it if the option is 0? I sure as shit wouldn't, but that's not the thing I don't like about SCHD. Watch this. You're not going to like this. Most people never do once they see it. It's that crazy thing. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. SCHD. Who came up with this one? Dead Guy. Dead Guy 805. All right, Dead Guy 805. Are you ready? Here we go. Schwab Dividend Equity ETF, SCHD. We're looking at the dividends only, going back as far as we possibly can. Now I want to take a look at, is this company consistently profitable? Well, number 1, they have dividends going back to 2011. That's 15 years. I don't know, is 15 years enough? Hold on. Let's see if it's consistently profitable or not. You ready? 4, 4.6, 6.8, 6.9, 8.6, 6. Wait a minute, that's going backwards. Hold on. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, lower. Hold on, we're not done yet. Because this is only 2014. We got another 12 years to go. Higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower. Do you see the problem I have with SCHD? The profits go up, the profits go down. Let me see if I can explain to you this way. Now, I'm retired. And if you're lucky, someday you'll be retired too, okay? When you're here and you don't work anymore, sit back, relax, watch the grass grow, sit on the porch in a rocking chair, watch the grandchildren play. It's wonderful. Really, it is. It's wonderful. But here's the thing. To the degree in which I want to live comfortably, I need money coming in on a consistent basis. So SCHD, look at it this way. Let's say I get $1,000 this week. Let's say I get $1,000 next week. What about the third week? I get $800. Then I get $900. Then I get $1,000. Then I get $700. Then I get $1,000. Then I get $1,000. Then I get $1,100. Then I get $700. Then I get $500. Then I get $1,200. It's not consistent. There's no consistency there whatsoever. And the profits aren't going up. They're going up, down, up, down, up, down, like a freaking yo-yo. It's not consistently profitable. Hold on, dead guy. Let me show you something. Microsoft. The hell of it. MSFT. You know who they are? All the way back 20 years, 2006. Are you ready? Dead guy. Here we go. Ooh. 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20. Where are we? 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75, 83, 91. Shall I go on any further, or did you notice that every single year that number went higher and higher and higher and higher? SCHD, the profits go up, the profits go down. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. How much is SCHD giving me as a premium? Well, let's go check that out. Okay. 32. The 32 is giving me 0. If I buy it at 31.85, the closest strike price to 31.85 is going to be 32. The 32 is offering me 0. Okay, hold on. What's Microsoft offering? MSFT, when talking about at the money. I'm not talking about stock price. I'm just talking about the premium, the rate of return that I'm getting. 384.28, 385 is going for $8.10. Did you see that? SCHD is giving me 0 as a premium doing a covered call. Microsoft 385 is giving me 810, which is over 2%. So here's the thing. I could do SCHD and get up, down, up, down, up, down profits, or I can do a company like Microsoft and get 2% this week. Who knows what it's going to be next week? The week after? Who knows? But every single week I'm collecting something. Something is always better than nothing. And Microsoft is consistently profitable for over 2 decades. Over 2 decades consistently profitable. SCHD, it's not. It's not. Now, I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just reading the numbers. You can go to any financial website you want and take a look at at the dividends for Microsoft. They consistently increase year after year after year. Then go take a look at the profits or the dividends on SCHD. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. It's okay if you're a freaking yo-yo and you like that. I don't. It's not consistently profitable. No, thank you. CJ, I see you. Thank you for showing up, CJ. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so that's just my opinion on SCHD. Dvorky wants to take a look at Caterpillar. Why did I do that for? Caterpillar. C-A-T. Nope. Now, I'm not saying no to Caterpillar because I don't like it. I'm just saying no to Caterpillar because I don't buy at the high of the year. And I certainly don't pay $1,000 a share for anything. Brian, we already looked at Salesforce, but thank you. Mason, thank you for that. Sam, thank you. Jack, JC, ASTS. Okay, now, don't even ask me about SpaceX. Seriously. Okay, Jack. Okay, when I say I want companies that are consistently profitable, SpaceX is not even a month old yet. No product, no profits, no thank you. But ASTS, we'll take a look at that one. ASTS. Okay, interesting. What happened today? Before we go on what happened today, let's take a look at the big picture. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. What's going on right there? It looks like she's pulling back. So let's zoom in. Okay, no, that's a higher. Okay. 86.10. The 86 is going for 515. Ooh, nice. If you like this company. Okay, so hold on. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. Where is it? Last 30 days. Here's the last 30 days. The 30-day high, 120, drops down to 65. Now that is close to a 50% decrease. 120 down to 65. That's almost a 50% decrease. So 65 is 10, there's 20, there's $25. $25. So $25 increase on a $65 stock is right around 30%. Do the numbers again. Okay, you think this is easy? No, it's not. 120 to 65. That's almost a 50% decrease in price. But from 65 to 92, that's about a 30% increase. So it drops 50%, jumps 30%. I'm not jumping into anything that's up 30%. Profit taking is going to start. That's just my opinion. What the hell do I know? And I'm not doing SpaceX. No. Energy transfer? Hell no. I see you over there in the corner. All right, where are we? Now, do you remember what I said earlier? There's always going to be someone asking me about a company that's not profitable. Do you remember that part? Yeah. Cart upgrade. Sell QQQ, covered calls, easy money. You know what? He's right. It is easy money. Selling the covered calls, but you got to buy $725 per share. So one contract is close to $73,000 just for one contract. But here's what I don't like about the Qs. I told you people are going to be asking about stuff that's not profitable. QQQ. Let's take a look at the profits of QQQ. Now, you can give me that crap that's an index. They still give profits. You can still buy it as a stock. You can still put your money in it, and every month or every quarter, they will still give you a return on your money. It's still a dividend. Okay, so it's still just another stock. So let's take a look. Invesco, QQQ Trust, QQQ, there you go. So let's take a look at the dividends and see if the Qs are consistently profitable. Because if you're going to suggest me to sell covered calls on Qs, well, if the Qs go down, what would be the point? Hold on. Let's look at 20 years. I'd be back to 2006. Right here. You ready? Here we go. 2006. 2.9. See, I got a huge problem because the first one is 2.9. The second one is 2.6. The third one is 2.3. Okay? 10% drop. 10% drop? Yeah. Why? Why? This is the first two. Okay, if you're going to make more money, the numbers are supposed to go higher, not lower. Qs are not profitable consistently. Let's check it out. You ready? Lower, lower, higher. Lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher. Hold on. It actually gets worse. Let's keep on going. Okay. Higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher, higher. Hold on. So it's rolling in 2012. We still have a ways to go. Lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower. What makes you think the Qs are a good idea? The profits go up, the profits go down. The profits go up, the profits go down. Why would I or why would anyone put their money into something that's going backwards? From 37, hold on, 37, and then the next one is 20. That is a 17% decrease, which is almost 50%. 50% drop from one month to from one quarter to the next. That just makes no damn sense at all. I mean, think about it, seriously. Okay, hold on, we still got some more to go. All right. Now, let's take a look at something else, just for the fun of it. Let's take a look at the summary. Okay? The summary, because the summary gives you numbers that aren't available here. So let's do that. Let's go to summary. All right, here we go. The summary for QQQs, right? QQQs. I think this is funny as hell. You understand what a yield is? Cart upgrade. You know what a yield is, right? There it is right there. Yield. Hold on. Check it out. The yield. The yield for the Qs. It's 38. Yeah, it's 38. It's 0.38. That's not even 0.5%. Dude, I shit you not. It's not even 0.5% for the year. And you think it's a good investment? Seriously, what the hell are you thinking? Seriously. You're investing your money into the Qs because you think covered calls on the Qs is a great idea. Well, the Qs have a 0.038 yield. That means you're dumping in, how much is it again? $728 per share to get not even 0.5% by the end of the year. And you think that's good? See, I told you there's always going to be someone who's going to want to take a look at something that's not consistently profitable. And the Qs are not consistently profitable. It's either making money or it's not. There is no fluffy second place trophy. There isn't. You win, you lose. That's it. Up, down, right, left, hot, cold, hard, soft. You win, you lose. It's profitable, it's not profitable. The Qs are not consistently profitable. Sorry. Told you, you're not going to like some of the answers I come up with. And it's not my answer. It's the numbers themselves. You can go to any financial website. What is the yield for the Qs for 2024? 0.038. Yay! Less than 0.5%. Fuck no. No, double hell no. Next. Let's get something good. Can we get something good? Someone, anyone, give me something good. Give me something good. What's up, chat? Happy Wednesday. Daniel, happy Wednesday to you too. MSTR. Oh, shit. All right. Ice Dog wants to take a look at MSTR. We might as well just stay on Yahoo Finance and put in MSTR. Again, another person not checking the profits of a company or checking the numbers when they want to jump into something. All right, right here. Strategy Inc., MSTR. It's currently at 93.39. Let's come down. What's the yield? I can't believe this shit. I can't make this shit up. I really can't. Hold on. Are you ready? EPS. Say it with me. Earnings per share. You ready? Earnings per share. Check that out. $36.99. Seriously, that's awesome, right? $36.99 earnings per share. Hold on. Negative $36.99. Why the hell are you putting your money into a company that's losing money? Negative earnings. The funny thing is, the information is free. It's not that difficult to find it. Right, sorry, I got to prove that I'm a human. Seriously, think about it. The information is free. Yahoo Finance is free. Earnings per share right there, negative $36.99 per share. Negative numbers. What the hell are you putting in? Oh. Somebody give me something good. Seriously, MSTR. Are you shitting me? Who came up with that one? Ice Dog Xena. Seriously, dude? Did you even check the numbers of it? It's negative earnings. Do you know what that means? That means you're dumping money into a company and they're trying to figure out what the hell they're doing. And they're losing money hand over fist. The stock price is $94 per share. $94 per share, and they're losing $37 per share. So for every dollar you give them, they're throwing one third of it down the tubes. Seriously. If the stock price is $94 per share, and they're losing $37 per share, did you even look at the numbers before you put your money into this thing? Seriously. All right, let's get out of this one. Someone give me something good. And I hope you guys at least do your homework. Well, at least give me a good company. No to the Qs. Definitely no to that one. Sabal, thank you. Everyone's correcting me. Thank you. Tutty Gold, thank you for that. Nick, thank you. Campbell's Soup, John Didier. Okay, Campbell's, let's take a look. Now, Campbell's, let's get right there. CPB. Interesting. Okay. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. Okay. 23.47. Now, here's an interesting thing about this before we go any further. I'm not even going to look at the numbers because you got to see that. Hold on, John. Now, don't get me wrong. You could be right. You could be. But look at the bottom. The bottom's at 19. She jumps up to 24. All right. She jumped up, pulled back. Now, from 20 to 23, that's $2. Okay. That's 10% right there. So ask yourself the question. It already jumped up 10% from the bottom. Okay, here's the bottom. She jumps up. Profit taking brings us right back here. Start over again, right? It's kind of like Monopoly. Round you go. Get back to go, collect your $200. Now we're going back up again. Well, from here to here is over 10%. Think about it. It already made a 10% jump. Do you think it can keep going up? Let's keep on taking a look. All right, let's get rid of this. 23.50. We're going to say no. The reason we're saying no, because think about it. John, you ready? 23.50 is the price. 23.50 is paying 15 cents a share. What's 1% of 23? It's 23, but it's only offering 15. It's offering a little over 0.5%. I'm going to say no because 0.5% doesn't work for me. Now, you may like 0.5% because 0.5% every week. Toriel, 0.5% every week is still going to be 26% by the end of the year. And yeah, the chart does look like it's going to keep going. Okay? It does look like it's going to keep going. Let's take a look at the full year. Okay, here's the high of the year right here. Here's the bottom. You get all that space. Yeah, it looks that way, but she's going to go up, she's going to go back. Up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back. That's probably what it's going to end up doing if that's what you want to do. It's not what I want to do. I want to get 1% every week, and this is only offering 0.5%. Sorry. All right, what else do we have here? Kissable, how you doing? Vishal, hello. What's up? Chat Wednesday, got it. VC. Okay, Kiwi Bluey wants to take a look at VC. VICI. VICI. You ready? Here we go. Hit that button, see what it looks like. No. That was quick, wasn't it? You shouldn't take more time than necessary. Why did I say no to it? It's got nothing to do with this. It has to do with this right here. July, August, September, October, November. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work in my favor. Sorry. I don't want to do a trade once a month. I want to do a trade once a week. Because once a month comes to what, 12 to 24% by the end of the year? No, I want 50% to 100% by the end of the year. If I'm putting the time in, I might as well. Let's keep on keeping on. Okay, Kiwi Bluey wants to take a look at UVV. UVV. No. When I say weekly options only, that's rule number 4. But rule number 1 is never buy anything you don't understand. So you just throwing those things out there because you got nothing better to do? When I say weekly options only, you pick up VC, well, I'll give you this benefit of the doubt, but 2 monthlies in a row, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work in my favor. Okay, if you're going to show up for work, you want to show up for work where you're going to be paid for what you do and you want to be paid accordingly. So why would I want to show up with a monthly when it's not going to pay me what I want to collect? I want weekly options only. Rule number 4, weekly options only. No, no, and no. But thank you. Thank you for your input. Yeah, it may be a dividend king, but it still only has monthly options, which means I can only trade it once a month. You know what I really dislike about monthlies? Here's one. You ready? Watch this. You ready? This is 30 days right here. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Where's it going to be in 30 days? Trying to find out where it's going to be in 5 days is hard enough doing the weekly. But doing a monthly, you got to figure out where it's going to be in 30 days. That is 30 days. It started out at 52, went up to 56, dropped down to 52.50, shot up to 54.50, dropped down to 53, went up to 54.50, dropped down to 51.50, back up to 54. Now we're sitting at 52. Great. Now tell me where's it going to be in 30 days. But hold that thought. How much are they paying me? The 52. They don't even have a 52. They've got a 50. The closest one is 50. And it's offering $1.89, which means I would be losing money. The numbers just aren't working on this. It's not just the stocks I'm looking at. It may be the greatest stock in the world, but the numbers don't work in my favor. Now remember this for a second. What I'm showing you, what I'm giving to you for free, was created for my 9-year-old daughter. She was 9 years old. She grasped it in 15 minutes. Hims and hers, okay. By the way, I mentioned MSTR because it's betting Bitcoin is near bottom. MSTR Treasury stock holds 847,000 Bitcoin. I don't care. How do you like that? That's not paying me on a weekly basis. Bitcoin, as great as it may be sometime in the future, at this moment in time, as I recall, she went over 100,000 and then she dropped back down to below 70. That's a 30% decrease. Bitcoin has nothing behind it other than a wink and a nod from someone on the other end of the internet. There's no hard assets behind it. Ooh, check that out. Ooh, I got me some bling. Thank you. It doesn't have any hard assets behind it. It doesn't have any cash flow. What does it have? It's an opportunity for an alternative payment method. Oh, lovely. There's a lot of cryptocurrency that does the exact same thing. But if it's not paying me every single week, and if it's not consistently profitable every single week, no thank you. There's 11,359 other companies I can invest in. And that's not even talking about the cryptocurrency. That's a total different game. And then we got futures, total different game. And then we have Forex, total different game. And then we have quick contracts, total different game. I'm talking about this game here right now. Dividend stocks that are consistently profitable, that will give me 1% consistently, predictably, and safely every single week. It's a yes or a no. MSTR is not consistently profitable. I don't care what's behind them. Really don't. If it's not profitable, no, thank you. No, don't get me wrong. I appreciate your interaction. I appreciate you asking questions. I'm sure there are other people in the audience that want to hear that information. Well, great. It's valuable information. It is. But it's not reaching the goal that I'm looking for. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's what I'm looking for. I want safety. I want predictability. I want consistency. It's not that difficult. Okay? Next. Ooh, hold on. What do we have here? Uh-oh. We're going to run down that damn rabbit hole again. VOO, VTI? Hell no. Come on. Don't you guys do any research yourself? What's your monthly return? If I'm looking at 1% every week and there's 4 weeks in a month, that's 4%. If it's 5 weeks in the month, that's 5%. Come up with a better question. A better question is going to give you a better answer. What's my return on a monthly basis? Okay, fine. Is UNC looking at Twitch chat or something? Oh, no. Okay. I get 13 platforms. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 screens that I have interaction with. Okay, there's 6 screens I don't have interaction with, which means I don't have interaction with Twitch, and I don't have interaction with Rumble, I don't have interaction with LinkedIn, I don't have interaction, there's another one in there somewhere. Okay, but I only have interaction with what's in front of me. There's a lot of questions I can't answer because I don't have access to those. But let's find out what else we got. SCHD is going to be a hell no. QQQ, more ups and downs. I don't give a flying dead rat's cactus if it has more ups than downs. I want companies to have nothing but ups. And there's 350 of them. There's 11,359 different companies, but only 350 are consistently profitable. I honestly really, and I find it difficult why you don't understand that. I honestly don't care if the QQQ has more up-down days on down days. I'm retired, which means I eat steak this week and I eat tuna next week, or I cat food the week after. No, it doesn't work that way. I want consistency. I want predictability. It's not that difficult of a question. Either it's profitable consistently or it's not. I don't know how much you want to argue about the Qs are wonderful. No, they're not. Not for what I'm doing. Now, I told you simply from the beginning, I'm 62. I'm looking for investments that are consistently profitable. QQQ is not consistently profitable. Can we drop it, please? Let's go to the next one. Next one. SCHD has been good for me. Yay! Wonderful. Now, I don't try to tell people what to buy, what to sell. I don't. You like SCHD? Great. They pay 0.5% a year. Wonderful. You enjoy it. BEPC, Bleed Green. Hey, back again. I remember you before. BEPC. Whoops. Let's try this one more time. BEPC. Brookfield Renewables. Bleed Green, you've been here before. I don't do monthlies. July, August, September, November. Monthlies just don't work, and I don't know why I have to go over this over and over and over again. UMC is a sleeping giant. Consistent dividends that has recently skyrocketed in share price. Let's take a look. UMC. United Microelectronics. Okay, I'm confused. Because Jordan, when I say I don't do monthlies, rule number 1 is never ever buy anything you don't understand. So why are you buying something you don't understand? Because it's clear to see monthly options. I don't do monthly options. They just don't work for me. Okay? Bleed Green, WMB. I actually have some of that one. WMB. All right, let's take a gander. All right, the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Sideways, up, down, up, down. That's coming down at the moment, so not this week, maybe next week or the week after. Take a look at this, because this looks kind of interesting. Okay, your 30-day bottom shoots up. Now you get your profit taking. How low is it going to go before it stops and turns around? So I'm going to put this on my list for next week. And guess what? I'm at the end of my book because I got one page left, and that's for next week. And then we go to a brand new book. The first one on my brand new book is going to be WMB for 2 weeks from today. All right, let's do this. WMB, first page on the new book, but not this week. What else do we got? UMC. Where did UMC? That was a no, right? Okay. Q's, that was a no. All right. Now, Rod, Micron, hell no. Okay, say, Rod, I told you this before. Now, you're new here, so I'll cut you a little bit of slack. But, Rod, I don't ever buy anything at the high. Unless you come up with a good strategy that is consistently predictable, it's going to be a no. Because it's at the high right now. Where do you think it's going to go? And it's over $1,000 a share. UMC is worth a look at. I'll stand by it all day. All right, hold on a second. Let's go take a look. What is it? UMC. UMC. Let's see how profitable UMC has been. Okay. All right, hold on. Current price, $26.11. Earnings per share, 61 cents. Your dividend yield, 1.51. Okay, cut you some slack there. There's no yield there. Oh, the yield is 1.51%. Hold on. Okay, now, who said this one? Jordan. You're going to stand by this all day. It's 1.5% for the year. Now, Jordan, I'm going to say this a little slower so you might be able to understand what I'm trying to say, okay? What I'm looking for, Jordan, is a simple, safe, predictable 1% per week. You like UMC, it's paying 1.51. I'm looking at $52%. I'm looking to get 52%. You're looking to get 1.51. Is there something disconnected there? Seriously. Because rule one is never buy anything you don't understand. So I'm assuming you did the paperwork, you did the research, and you saw that it's paying 1.51% for the year. And for some strange reason, you think 1.51% is better than 52%. I'm really going to need some explanation on this one because that makes no sense whatsoever. Now, I didn't go to college, I admit it. I took the road less traveled. I joined the service. Okay, after the service, I went to my own company and I did my own shit. But I do know that 52% per year is a lot better than 1.5% for the year. I could be wrong. Anybody want to correct me? Does anybody want to say that 52% is not better than 1.5%? Anybody? Anybody at all? Nobody wants to speak up on that one? Jordan, I don't understand why. Never mind. I'm not even going to bother. It's your money. You do what you want with it. I definitely wouldn't do 1.5% over 52. It's just weird. Anyway, next, VOOVTI. Holy shit, these things are pieces of crap and you think they're good. That's just my opinion, okay? Now, don't take my word for it. If you're lazy and you don't want to do anything, fine. Put it in VOO, put it in VTI. Take a look at it once a year. Fine, lovely, let's take a look. VOO. VOO. Okay, VOO. Whoops. 1.03%. Explain to me why you think 1.03% is good. Hold on, VTI isn't any better. VTI. (1.01%). So which one's better? 1.02% or 1.01%? Now, I'm not going to say whether it's a good or bad. It just all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to put your money into something and say, hey, here you go, I don't care what you do, let me know 30, 40 years from now. Well, fine, wonderful, you grow 1% a year. Lovely. What do you call it? Inflation is anywhere between 3 to 5%, and you're gaining 1.01%. Dude, you're going backwards. Think about it. If you're not making the same or more than what the current inflation is, you're actually losing money. I want someone to give me something good. Something good. Tell me something good. All right, what do we have? All right, ROI. Yeah, I get that one. VO. Oracle. Logan. Oracle. Let's get out of here because I like Oracle. I actually have some. ORCL. Okay, the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look, it's up, down, up, down. Not a good time for buying Oracle. I already own it, but, I own it, I think, right about there, and it's dropping. Am I happy about that? No. But am I collecting something every week? Yes, I am. Because the current price is $142. Well, I'm not selling the 142s because that's too risky. I'm selling like the 147s and picking up $3 per share. The stock is dropping, all right? The current price, 142, but I'm selling the 147s and it's paying $3 per share. I'm perfectly okay with that. Because for each share that I have, I get $3 for each share that I own this week. Next week, I might get $2. I might get $4. It's giving me something. David, they use your stocks to keep their company afloat. Yeah, I get that part. Monthly sucks a lot of the times. It's a scam. Yep, I know that too. I don't do monthlies. I only do weeklies only if the numbers work and it's a good company. The rules are what they are. Make sure the company's profitable, weekly options only. Are they consistently increasing the profits? Let's keep on going. Rod, how you doing? UNC's weekly 1% is good? Well, I think it is. Boot Bars. We already said VTA and VO. No. At $1,000-ish a month in dividends a month right now. Grow your own. You do realize $1,000 a month in dividends means absolutely nothing unless you have the rest of the picture, the rest of the equation. Now, if you got $30 million invested and you're getting $1,000 a month, that's terrible. But if you have $100,000 and you're getting $1,000 a month, well, that's pretty good on the dividends. But what are you making on the premiums? Because apparently you own stocks that pay dividends, but are you writing covered calls or cash secured puts on the current positions that you have? You don't have to go right at the money. You can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, hold on. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that. Let's do all of them. Okay. Okay, so who said this one? Grow your own. Are you ready? Right here, the purple, the black, that line right there that separates the purple and the black, that is called at the money. That's where the action is. The current price, 142.50. 142.50 is right there, right at the money. So if that's what at the money is, sell way the hell out here. Look, I can go all the way out to 170 and pick up 25 cents a share. Now, 25 cents a share is a hell of a lot better than nothing. You have all these positions that are giving you a dividend every 90 days. You're getting $1,000 a month. Well, great. What covered calls are you writing against them? All right, where are we? All right. I got all these questions. Okay. Wow, all these questions. Holy shit. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get you all these. All right, let's grab a seat so we answer some of these questions. Okay. All right, grow your own. You want to have a conversation? Great. DM me your number. I'll give you a buzz. I kind of want to see what you're getting. You're getting $1,000 a month on dividends alone. That's $12,000 a year. Average ROI is about 2 to 3%. So you have a couple $100,000 invested, at least $300,000, at least, and you're getting $1,000 a month. Well, at $300,000, you should be bringing in $12,000 a month. Sorry, dude, $3,000 a month should be $300,000 invested should give you $3,000 a week, which is $12,000 a month, and you're only collecting $1,000. Think about it. Even if you got 0.5%, that's $6,000 a month, along with the $1,000 a month in the dividends. By not writing covered calls, even 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 strikes out of the money, it's still something every single week. Eric, UGI. What the hell is UGI, Eric? Never good when I have to say, what the hell is that? Get out of that. So, UGI. It's going down. Sorry, no. Nokia. We looked at Nokia last night, didn't we? No, it's going down. Sorry. We did Nokia. Secured puts on Altria. Ooh, I like Altria. Okay. I wouldn't be doing a put on Altria now. Look at it, it's dropping. You do a put on Altria, depending on which one you do, of course. You could get stuck owning it as it's dropping. Enza liked Annalie, NLY. I like Annalie too, NLY. Ooh, sorry, kiddo. You just missed it. We did NOK. Ooh, VFC. Aloha. VFC. Cool beans. VFC. Interesting. Maybe next week with VFC. Look. Up, down. We get the new bottom there. Now we're going to go back up again. That makes sense. Ooh, Harley Davidson. We did Harley Davidson last night. No. Oh, Harley Davidson's dropping. Okay. Now remember, I'm only investing for 5 days at a time. I want to get in, I want to get out. I don't want to hold on to anything. Now, if you guys are here looking for something to buy and hold for the rest of your lives, you're at the wrong place. Now, I go in with the intention of holding it for the rest of my life because those are the only companies I want to hold on to. If it's consistently profitable, yeah. But are the premiums enough to make it worth my while? Ask Gemini or Reddit. Why? You think Gemini or Reddit is going to be any bit better than your own eyes? It went up, now it's going back down again. What the hell you think Gemini is going to tell you? It's going to tell you the same thing. It went up, now it's going back down again. Let's see what else we're looking at. Rod Hutchins, how you doing? BP Sprinkler. I don't do Canadian stocks. Doc, come on, Doc. We looked at that last night. ENPH. ENPH. And we actually did the trade last night. ENPH. Uh-oh. Look at that, Doc. Ran out of steam, didn't it? Here's the bottom. She's going up. Today, she dropped like a rock. Dropped like a rock. Okay. Bleed green. Ooh, nice ones. Hold on. We did that one. Austin, what's happening? All right, Daniel, we did Bloom Energy last night. Bleed Green, Pepsi, nice pick. Dividend King, 5 decades of increased profits. Pepsi, good choice. PEP. Ooh, not yet, dude. Give it a little bit more time. Right there, it's actually coming to a nice bottom. Look at that. Okay, bottom was yesterday. You can't get any lower than the low right there. Now today's 1 day up. I want to give it 2 more days before I jump in. All right, who do we got there? Oh, there we go. Biggest Chase. How you doing today? All right, what else we get? Ooh, AEO. Nice. Look at that. Who came up with this one? Aloha. Check that out right there. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look, it's up, down, up, down, up. What's going on there? 1729 to 1750s, 32, almost 2%. Let's check out this one. I'm doing great. Me too. Cool beans. So, AEO, check this out. What do you think? Up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. 1729, 1750s, 32. Let's check out AEO. I already have some. So let's just check it out, see what you think. Get rid of that. Covered call. 1750. 1 contract. Now, if any of you have any questions, just to set your mind at ease, the screen behind me, this right here, this is live. And it is being recorded. So at this moment in time, listen as I'm speaking, hear the words coming out of my mouth. It is 9:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the first day of July, the first day of the third quarter. So probably Monday, I will have for you my rate of return for the first quarter and the second quarter. So you'll have a good idea what I actually have done. And if you want, I'll show you the list of all the trades. You're not going to like it. It's about a mile long. All right, so AEO, here we go. 1 covered call, American Eagle Outfitters, 10 July. That's next Friday. The 1750 call option, 58's the profit, 1692 is the investment. Calculator is going to tell me something that looks like this. Profit 58 divided by 1692. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. See, when I say I want simple, safe, predictable, look at this. I know what the trade is. I know what my break even is. I know what my profit is. I know what my max loss is. I know what my investment is. I even know what it's going to be if I was going to do it on margin. That's before I do the trade. Well, it's not the simplest trade. The simplest trade is just buying the stock. But there's something about just buying the stock. You ready? Here we go. Ready? Watch this. Ready? When you buy a stock, you get to wait until it moves. A covered call, I can buy, sell at the same time, know what my profit's going to be the very same day. Get in, get out, I know what my profit is. I'm looking for 1%. I really don't care about anything else. It's a good company, it's profitable, or it's not. They're consistently profitable, or they're not. Okay, so, it's 3.4%. Do you like American Eagle Outfitters? Do you think American Eagle Outfitters is a good place for you to park your money? Don't listen to me. What the hell do I know? It's a question you need to ask yourself. Does it make sense? Number 1 question. Number 2, do I like this company? Number 3, do I like this company at this price? Number 4, am I willing to put my own money on the line and buy this company, do a covered call every single week, generate some cash flow week after week after week? It's a yes or it's a no. It's as simple as that. Yes or it's a no. 3.4%. I would say, yeah, well, I already have some, so apparently I do like it. But that's me. I'm not telling you what to buy. I don't tell you what to buy. I don't tell you what to sell. The only advice I give you is just Don't stick your head out too far. It might go home in another car. That's the only advice I give. Well, I also tell people, don't invest anything until you paper trade for a while. Learn what you're doing. Here we go. Number 3 of the evening. There it is. AEO, 10 July, the 1750 call option, 58 is the profit, 1700 is the investment, 3.5% for 1 week. Now we all know our third grade math. Thank you, Mrs. Flagg. 52 weeks in a year, 1% every week. That's over 50% at the end of the year. This one's paying me over 3%. Yeah, I'm going to take. I already own it, but it's not the point. The point is, it's 3.4%, 3.3. No, 3.5%. 3.5. We have 2 more. Who's got them? What do you got? What do you got? Kamiko, you got to give me the ticker symbol. WMB, you already did that one. Bleed Green, BEPC. What the hell is that? Never a good sign if I have to ask what it is. I've been doing this long enough. I know all the good companies. BEPC. What is that? Brookfield Renewable. Hell no. Come on, you've been here long enough. I don't do monthlies. Monthlies just don't work. Come on, Mr. Green, you knew this. You've been here for past hour or so. Texas Roadhouse. What are you shitting me? TXRH. No. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that I dislike it. I just don't buy at the high. It just doesn't make sense. Brian, UPS. Gotta love it. UPS. No. What do you think, Brian? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's only 1 day up, and it's at a new high. I don't buy at the high. It just doesn't make sense. Jack Short Squeeze, maybe. Dvorky, what was on your list to keep an eye on last week? I don't know. That's why I write stuff down. Then, Coors, C-O-R-Z. What is that? Core Scientific. No. I don't buy anything as it's dropping. But if you really like it, Vin, if you really like it, keep your eye on it. Because see, here's the top, shoots up. Now there's profit taking. As soon as the profit taking is done, it will consolidate and then it'll shoot back up again if you like this company. It's always going to come back to that exact same question. Do I like this company? Thank you, Enza. Kamiko, C-E-M-C-O. Is that it? C-E-E-M-C-O. Kamiko Ultra Tech Cement. It's not coming up, dude. So apparently it's not a ticker symbol. Lockheed Martin. Ooh, LMT. Nice. Check that out. Look at this right there. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Definitely right there. Hold on. 521, the 520s are going for 9. Oh, hell yeah. Not quite 2%, but hey, it's good there. Let's check it out. Lockheed Martin. I like this. Look at that. You cannot. I love the double negative. Are you ready? You cannot not see it. You like that? 5. You ready? The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. It's definitely going up. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's going up. 521, 522, 6. Yep. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ow, come on. Let's do it. All right, here we go. 520, covered call. There we go. 520 to 520 right there. One covered call. Now, you guys aren't going to be happy about this. This is going to be pricey. It's a $500 stock. Let's take a look. One covered call, Lockheed Martin, 10 July, next Friday. The 520 call option, 1,013 is the profit for one contract, 51,000 for one contract. So let's check the numbers. Calculator, if you please, $1,113 divided by my investment, 50,000. 987 for a grand total of 2%. Come on, 1.98. Give it to me, will ya? 1.986. Come on, that's 2%. Lockheed Martin. Give that a minute. Let me clean up the computer while I'm waiting for that to load. We got one more to go, and then we'll be done for the night. Here we go, here we go. Lockheed Martin. There we go. One covered call, LMT, Lockheed Martin. 10 July 26th, that's next Friday. The 520 call option, look at this, it's $520.90. $520.90. I'm going to sell it for $520. Okay? 1,013, $50,000 for a 2% rate of return. Let's keep on going. 2%. Let's do it. One more. What do we got? And Kamiko. Dude, I'm not going to do Kamiko again unless you give me the proper ticker symbol. What do we have down here? Texas Roadhouse. Where did that? That's what I'm doing, obviously. Yep, I got you. Alrighty, what do we have over here? Toro? What the hell is Toro? Le New Ben. Bonjour, bonsoir. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't SCHD several companies? Yes, it is. It's still a no. Lady with the pets. It doesn't matter to me how many companies are in with SCHD. If it's not profitable, it's not profitable. Okay? I don't know any other way to say it. It's a yes or it's a no. If you get the warm fuzzies with SCHD, you buy it. You hold on to it. You do what you think is right for you. All I'm saying is it's not profitable. I'm not buying it. That's all I'm saying. Is your goal to always be assigned? No. My goal is to always get 1% every single week. Casey, Toro. I don't think I've ever looked at Toro. Why have I never looked at Toro? Toro. That's why it's a monthly. That's why I don't know it. It's a monthly. It's automatically a no. I don't do monthlies. Casey, MDT. I like Medtronics. MDT. Not today. Not this week, dude. Check that out. Look at your last 30 days. Bottom, up, down, up, down. She's coming down at the moment. No, thank you. Oh, Julio wants to take a look at Tesla. TSLA. Whoa. Now, I don't know how to feel about this one, but take a look. We're at 370. We jumped up to 435. So there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $65 on a $370 stock. That's just shy of 20%. So ask yourself a question. Okay? Stock just jumped up almost 20%. Do you really want to jump on that bandwagon, or do you think that pony's running out of steam? I don't know. I think it's running out of steam. No, thank you. Oh. John, will X give a dividend? No. X is U.S. Steel. Now, we traded U.S. Steel for quite a while, but it went public, it went private, and now it's dropped down to monthlies. They were giving awesome premiums, 3% every single week, week after week after week. It was great. And then they went private, and then it was a no. John, J.P. Morgan, JPM. I'm going to say no only because of this right here. Okay? That doesn't look that favorable. Raul, DRTS, never heard of it. DRTS, Dirts. Hell no. Benjamin Cole, 1% a week. I love 1% a week. Joe Schmo, booyah. Okay, we can't be stealing that joke. I love the way you showed up. You showed by dividing the profits by 4 why monthlies didn't work. Yeah, think about it. No, Joe, I'm with you. If the numbers don't work, it's going to be a no. There's 11,359 different companies to choose from. But don't take that number to heart, because that number changes every single week. I bet if we look today, it'll probably be a different number. Because every single day they're adding new companies. Adding. But are they profitable? Okay, next. We did Toro and we did MDT. We did Microsoft. We did that. It's a 53% jump. Yeah, hell no. Kevin, Procter & Gamble. Ooh, now this is one of the best companies I've seen tonight. Procter & Gamble has been around for over 100 years. Let me say it again. 100 years. They've got hold on, I need two hands for this one. They've got 5 decades, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years or more of increased profits. That means more money every single. I don't care about the stock price. I don't. My concern is the company profitable? If they're profitable, that means I get more money every single year. And if I get more money every single year, guess what? The premiums, where are we now? For 147 to 147 is going for 210. That's over 1%. Now, if I don't want to sell my stock, well, then I'll go 2 or 3 strikes out of the money. 2 or 3 strikes, 149, 113. So I can get the dividend. I can collect the premium. See, the dividend comes once every 90 days or every 13 weeks, 4 times a year. But the premiums on the weekly options, that's every single week. Now, you don't have to do at the money where the more risk is. If you want to hold on to the stock and just get a little bit of extra money, well, why not go to the 150s? They're paying 67 cents per share. It's extra money. If you already own the stocks, why the hell not? All right, let's keep on going. Yeah, but it's going to be a no for Procter & Gamble this week, even though it's a great company. Okay, 30-day bottom, 30-day top. Now it's coming back down again. But here's your new bottom when we have 1 day. Now, I'm not going to tell you to pick it here because that's the new bottom. No, I don't do that. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm too old to lie because I can't remember all the lies. I look for the bottom. There it is right there. 30-day top. Here's a new bottom. 1 day. That's it. I want 2 days of the upside, and on the 3rd day I'll jump in. I have never, ever, ever picked a bottom, and I've never, ever, ever picked a top. I've been investing for 30 years. Never have I got the bottom. Never have I got a top. I'm always somewhere in the middle, and I'm okay with that because I'm okay with 1% every week. Would I prefer 2 or 3? Yeah, but I'm okay with 1. That's my goal. DRTS, hell no. Live, DXY, what the hell is that? BTC's a hell no. What the hell is DXY? DXY. No options, no thank you. Sorry, dude. We already did those. QQQ, hell no. I don't care what the hell QQQ is. It's not profitable. SoFi, same thing, dude. Dalton, take a look at the profits. No. Andrea, Nike, NKE. Nice. Look at this. Now, Nike, if you're aware, is at the bottom of the year. And I'm going to say this, and you should already know. It's like, oh, I know that. You cannot get any lower than the bottom of the year. And that was last week, right there. Here's your top. Here's your bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at up, down, sideways. Now we're right here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Here's your last 30 days, and you tell me what you think. 30 days ago, down, up, 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's shooting up. 1, 2, 3, right there. It's at 43. The 43 is going for 103. That's over 2.5%. This is it. This is number 5 for the night, and we're past 10 o'clock. This is going to be it. Sorry about whatever questions you got. We're past 10 o'clock. Let's do Nike for the last one. 43. Change it to covered call. There it is, the 43 right there. 1 contract. Confirm and send. Here's Johnny. Johnny, tell him what he's won. Well, Bill, today we have Nike. We have Nike at 10 July 26th. That's next Friday. And if you order now, it's a $43 call option. And what do you get with that? You get $103 per contract. And $4,200 is going to be your investment. What does that mean? That means 103 is the profit divided by the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. Just in case you had any questions, 4,197. What is the rate of return? Divided by 4,197 gives it a grand total of 2.4% for 1 week. You either like Nike or you don't. Nike is profitable. They're offering 2.4% for 1 week. But ask yourself the question, does it make sense? Ask yourself the question, do you like this company? Ask yourself the question, do you like the company at this price? They're all interesting questions. Dakota Phillips, monthlies work with spreads, but that's not your model. Not necessarily so, because even with spreads, you still have to get some kind of idea of where it's going to be in 30 days. It is much easier to look at a chart and say, you know what, 5 days, I think it's going to be here. And if you're risking money, whether it's 30 days risking money or 5 days risking money, what is the risk-reward ratio? Even with spreads, which don't get me wrong, I love spreads. I love debit spreads. Debit spreads are awesome. But more risk, more reward. Monthlies, you have to figure out where's the stock going to be most likely in 30 days. It's easier to figure out 5 days. So this is it. Last one of the day, 2.4, Nike.
Hello.
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 Hello. No. You got to speak English. I don't understand what you're saying. Yeah, what about it?
It's good.
Thank you. Do you have a question?
Thank you.
All right. Nike. Thank you. All right. Nike, here we go. One covered call. Nike, NKE. All right, dude, if you're not going to say anything interesting, I'm just turning you off. Sorry. Now, I have no problem whatsoever if you want to come in and join the conversation. But please have your question ready to go. Okay? Nike, NKE, 10 July 26th. That's next Friday. $43 call option. Look at this. Seriously, look at this. $42.98. That's the current price. You can't get any closer to 43 than, well, you can, $42.99, but still, $42.98? Where's it going to be in a week? Is it going to hit 43? Don't know. Here's my profit, 103. What's my investment? 4,200. What's the rate of return? Didn't we say it was 2.4? 2.4%. 2.4% for Nike. That's number 5 right there. 2.4. All right. So that's it. We got our 5. That's 2 hours. 8 to 10 from now on. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I do take Friday nights off. I do take Saturday nights off. So I think 5 nights a week just before the market opens ought to be great. So let's see if we have any questions real quick. How do you know when to sell? When they stop giving me money. That's it. If they're going to give me 1% every single week, I'll hold on to it. As soon as they don't give me 1% for the week, bye-bye. That's it. You see, that's my rule. For me, you have to come up with a rule that makes sense for you. Okay, because we're all different. Okay, you can't walk my path. I can't walk your path. Your story is your story. My story is my story. This is my story. This is my path. This is my journey. Okay, I'm creating these videos for my children and my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, because when I'm gone, I want them to have this information. So yeah, I'm putting it into a little, off-grid type storage unit. So at some point, they will have the information. Colin, what's the stock that gives a guaranteed 1% return per week? I find that hard to believe. Well, number one, Colin, nobody said anything about guarantees. There's 4 guarantees in life, and I bet you know 2 of them. You might not know the other 2, but nobody ever said anything about guaranteed. Because even though this company here, what is it, Nike? Even though Nike says they have a dividend of whatever the dividend is, there is no guarantee that when it comes time to pay it, they're actually going to do it. Just because they say they're going to pay the dividend doesn't mean it's guaranteed. Just because the market maker puts up a premium for a $103 profit, it doesn't mean he's going to give it to you. That's what the numbers are. We go by, check SanDisk. Hell no. I don't buy anything at $1,000 a share. Thoughts on Microsoft? Brody, we did Microsoft about an hour ago. Nokia, we did Nokia last night. But anyway, Colin, you want to have a conversation? Matter of fact, anybody want to have a conversation? You got 2 choices. One, go to the website, book a call, or just drop me your phone number. Whatever channel you're on. There's 13 channels here. So yeah, I'm broadcasting on 13 different channels. So whatever channel you're on, there is a link in the bio that goes to my email. Send me your phone number. I will give you a call. We'll talk. I promise I'm not trying. I didn't try to sell anything. I don't try to sell you anything. For those of you who want to buy stuff, great. You're all adults. You know how it works. Go to the website, buy shit. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just sharing information. It either makes sense or it doesn't. Okay? So, that being said, what other questions do we have? Quick. Microsoft, love it. Nokia, next time. Pepsi, love it. Dividend King. SanDisk, way overpriced. ATM, at the money. Great, I believe you. Sophia, Global Trades. Nice, Sophia. You and I should chat. I'm kind of curious what you're doing. Thank you for the flowers, Sophia. It's so nice of you. You, Capricorn? Yes, I am. Does the stock price affect the amount of the dividend? No. The dividend is created by the profits. When the company is profitable, your share of those profits is the dividend. If the company is continuously profitable and they make more money this year than they did last year, well, your dividend will increase. If they make less money, then your dividend will decrease. Okay? Bleed Green, Pepsi, we already checked it. Mosaic, we already checked it, Andrea. Pepsi. Now, we didn't check out Verizon, but we can look at it tomorrow. Brody, we can look at Pepsi tomorrow. That's the option flow, absolutely. Brody, can you explain the advantage to covered calls versus normal? Normal what? Okay, so I'm far from normal, dude. You have to be more specific. Bleed Green, Texas Instruments, love it. CCI, Steve, I have no idea what CCI is. Never a good sign if I don't know what it is. That's me. For me, I mean. Okay, what is CCI? I'm curious. That's why I don't know who it is. It's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. I don't concern myself with them. There's 11,359 different companies. Half of them pay dividends. The other half do not. So there's about 6,000 companies. I have no clue who the hell they are. Nor do I have desire to learn them. Because they don't share their profits. I'm at a point in my life where I require cash flow. When you retire, you require cash flow. Because my bill's got to get paid somehow. My money's got to come from somewhere. And my $589 a month from Social Security, that ain't going to do shit. Can you live off of $589 a month? I can't. Ooh, Bleed Green, I like NUE, Nucor, CMG, that's Chipotle. Sally, we'll take a look at Verizon tomorrow. Ooh, answers for you. We'll take a look at that tomorrow. Tufan, we already looked at Oracle. Lockheed Martin, Eric, yep, I agree with you. Joe Schmo, Texas Instruments, gotta love it. Jack Sherry, how you doing? Cody Polly, 68. Dvorky, Johnson & Johnson, great company, over 140 years old. Unfortunately, the premiums they offer aren't that good, but they do have 5 decades of profits. They do. And they are close to 1%, but not quite. Alpha Now, I love Kohl's. I like Kraft. I do. HP Wright, how you doing? B Consort, good evening. Chaz, calls for secured puts on Altria at 71. Why? No, seriously, why? Here's the question. Why cash your current puts at 71? Okay, bottom is 68, top is 74. This thing should come down somewhere around 69. You do 71. Hey, what's your strategy if the stock falls more than your premium? I go back to rule number 1. Never buy anything you're not willing to hold for the rest of your life. So you should already know what the 52-week high is and what the 52-week low is, and you should be okay with that. Every single stock has it. 52-week high, 52-week low. You either know what the company's doing or you don't. The Traveler of Time, how you doing? Mr. Holmes, Anox, disconnect him, thank you. Lucid, we'll take a look at tomorrow. QCOM, Sticks, we looked at that last night, didn't we? What else do we got? QCOM, when price falls, dividends increase. No, that's not true. Okay, dividends only increase when the profits increase. Pedro, Walmart, WMT, because you asked so nicely. Hell no, dude. Wait for the bottom to show up. Drop, drop, drop. Wait for the bottom to show up on Walmart. That's not advice, it just makes sense. Pedro, I have a covered call, 119 cost, and it's falling. Do I keep rolling call position? Now, Pedro, I can't answer that question for you. I have to see the whole picture, and I actually have to have a conversation with you to see what type of a trader you are, see what it is you're looking for. I can't give any advice to anyone unless we have a long, deep conversation. Okay? Can you give a short summary on how to do options and covered calls and how you profit from it? You buy a stock. Okay, let's go to a good one. AT&T. Ugh, no. Ford. Yeah. Altria. Yeah. Target. Yeah. General Motors. Yeah. All right, there we go, right there. All right. How do I do a covered call? First, you find a company that you like. That's number 1. Number 2, the price, 95.14. The 95, whoops, I got to change that. All right. Wayfair, it's going for 95. The 95s are selling for 360. It's very simple. A covered call, you buy the stock first. Current price, 95.14. Buy 100 shares, that's 900. It's 9,000, is it? No. Yeah, 9,500. You sell the covered call. So if I buy it for 95.14, I want to sell it for 95, and I'm going to collect 360. That's it. And if it stays above 95 by the 10th of July, whoever bought that option is now going to take that stock away from me. Well, I already made my profit. I don't want to hold on to it longer. Eli Lilly will do that tomorrow. What is the first ticker? Chaz, thank you. Eli Lilly's a little pricey. Caterpillar's way too pricey. So what do I invest in? TD7, Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, and Dividend, wait a minute, Warren Buffett's list. Brody, do covered calls have theta decay? Yes, they do. Not the stocks themselves, but the options. Now, when you sell an option, theta decay goes in your advantage. When you buy an option, theta decay goes against you. Okay? How much should I start with? Jim, I can't tell you what to start with. Okay, I know nothing about you, Jim, so I can't give you any answers. Joe Schmo, thank you. RHP, take a look at tomorrow. Pepsi tomorrow. Walmart tomorrow. Nick, recently started the wheel strategy, loving the money on SoFi in PLTR. I'm going to hold my breath. I'm not going to say anything. Good luck with that, Nick. No, neither one. You do know, Nick, neither one of those companies are consistently profitable. But if it's working for you, great. Making around 1% a week. Way to go, Nick. Eric, NTR, cool. RHP tomorrow. SoFi PLTL, and hell no, not for me. Kevin, I like Mosaic. You're welcome. Clack, I've done that one once before. I don't quite remember who it is. What about PLTR? No, PLTR is not consistently profitable. I like your new hours, James. Thank you, Eric. SCHD, not for me. Pfizer, what's in the name? Cool beans. How much is it of SCHD percentage should I carry? Dude, I can't tell you anything. All right? I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I'm not going to tell you what to sell. That's not my responsibility. You're an adult. You got to figure out what makes sense to you. Does it make sense or does it not make sense? How about we'll take a look at Walmart tomorrow? All that being said, you guys have a great night. We're going to do this all over again tomorrow. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And for that, you know what's coming next. You do. Well, most of you do. Here it comes. Oh, commercial. Damn it, I hate commercials.
Photoshop will easily charge you $2,000.
Here we go. That's a no, what the hell were you thinking? You laughed at God, you today like me. Every day's a question. Alright. Catch you guys tomorrow. 2:30, remember. Say, with a weekend grin. $0.